you know what? I feel like, let me just give you a bit of context.
Go for it.
I feel like when I was younger, I always had this mindset that men and women are equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a guy, if they're with someone, they should be with them. If they're just like, people used to tell me it's just a natural thing for a guy. He has to be with loads of girls and then he'll come around.
Yeah.
And I used to think that's so stupid. Like, why doesn't, if you don't want to be with someone, just don't be with them. Or I don't understand the purpose of a guy needing to be with loads of people and then finding their person, or having the person and then feeling the need to be with loads of people, right?
Yeah.
And older women used to say to me, it's just a thing that guys need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, that's so stupid. But now I'm really understanding it is just a thing that guys need to do. And I don't understand why. I still don't get it. Can you help me?
Oh, sure. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't know why.
Do you feel like you do?
Yeah, I'm a man, of course.
This is what I mean.
But
why?
as guys, we are hardwired to seek sexual variety.
Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest, this is a moment of vulnerability right now. There was a point that as a man, I hated myself for it. Like low-key hated myself. Like
ashamed?
I hated the fact that this was a consistent desire as part of being a man.
Yeah.
Like I truly hated it about myself because it would distract me from things that I needed to get done. So what I mean is, like, for example, so I was doing a job at the Opera House in France.
Oh, busy.
And it was all right. It was a good job. It was a good show. It was a good show. West Side Story, we love it. And I remember, obviously I was staying in a hotel and it was summer. And when summer's out, everyone's wearing their fitted stuff. Everyone's looking good.
Everyone's looking good.
Literally. Yeah. And I was like, I'm a guy, I know, attractive people around and all this. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna try and, I wanted to exercise celibacy, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I wanted to be like, let me see if I can be celibate. Like how much does this desire play a role in my life? And so I'll be like, okay, I'll be walking back from the gym back to my hotel and I'll be like, okay, cool. Any attractive girl, I'm not gonna look or even notice her, just ignore it.
How long did that last?
So I'll be about 3 days. So I was walking back. I see an attractive girl on my peripheral. I'll be like, okay, don't look. Okay, cool. Another one come past. Don't look. Okay, cool. Another one. Okay, don't look. Cool. Okay. By the time, it was only a 15-minute walk. By the time I got back to my hotel, I was mentally exhausted. It was harder.
Refraining from.
Well, it was harder to not look
than
to just go, oh, she's attractive, then go about my day, right? It was harder to do that. And that's when I was like, rah, I hate this.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with appreciating someone's attractive.
No, there isn't. I mean, I was trying an extreme solution.
Okay.
Or I was trying an extreme remedy, right? And there's nothing wrong with being like, I mean, you can even appreciate an attractive guy, but like, wow, like he's a good looking guy, fair played, bro. And go about your day. Do you know what I mean? But it is a desire that is just in men. And that doesn't mean that it's okay for him to act on it willy-nilly, right? Because yes, we are animals, but we are not controlled by our primal instincts, right?
Yeah.
But in answer to your question about, does he have to be with loads of girls and then choose one, or then he's with one but he wants to have sex with others? Sexual attention isn't how men show their investment. It's through their non-sexual attention.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So it's like, it's a guy spending time with you, going for a walk, reading a book together, playing board games. That's the real investment. That's how he shows who he's choosing.
Yeah.
It's not who he has sex with, right? Whereas women, it's the other way around.
I feel like I know that, like me, that's why it takes me so long to get to know someone, because I want to know, why are you here? You know?
I mean, any guy who takes an interest in you, he wants to be physically intimate with you. Otherwise, he wouldn't take an interest.
Yeah, but initially and throughout the time, I want to see how you act. Like, are you, like you said, spending time with me, talking to me?
Yeah.
Those are the things that I look for.
Yeah.
And that's why it takes me time.
So 100%.
That I'm cool. Like, I know that. I just need to know like why is this like a man's need? But again, you don't even know.
I think I'm gonna put this. Sperm is cheap. Sperm is cheap.
Okay.
Eggs are valuable.
Oh, I see.
So in that sense, if you're thinking evolutionary speaking, the way a male will get his genes into the next generation before there were times with DNA tests would be to procreate with many females.
Yeah.
And that desire is what drives a lot of male achievement initially.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that, oh, a guy's like, I want to be successful, I want to be the best at this because I'm going to get loads of women. It's like, I want to be in a position where I can have the level of abundance that I want.
Okay.
That's what most men want. And very few men ever get there. Even guys with the most abundance don't have the same level of opportunity as the average woman.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So if a guy gets to a point, if he does have options, because most guys don't have options, the majority of men really struggle. Like the majority, like if I ask you out of 30 guys that you see randomly on the street, if they all like asked you out, or out of 30 guys who do approach you, how many guys do you actually look and go, yeah, I like the look and energy of you that I'd go on a date with you?
Very slim.
Yeah, like how many? Give me a number.
Probably one, to be honest.
Like 1 out of 30, right? Right. Most girls are like that.
Yeah.
Most girls out of 30 guys, they're choosing less than 5.
But I feel like with men, like you said before about you saw loads of attractive women and you were hiding. I feel like men don't have a standard that some women have or most women have.
When it comes to what, sex or relationships?
I think just interaction. Like I can't personally, like I'm very like reserved, but I can't even hold someone's hand or kiss them that I'm not attracted to. And I feel like guys can they have the ability to forget if I'm attracted to you or not.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't, maybe not hold their hand in public, but
Yeah.
a lot of guys would have sex with anything. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Like when guys are just looking for sex, their standards are much lower. But when they're looking for a relationship, their standards are much higher.
Yeah,
Do you
I
know
agree.
what I mean? I think, I mean, I'm biased in the sense of, I'd say definitely me and my friends, even if it was casual, we have a standard. But I think that's because we have had a level of optionality.
Okay. So you're
it's
done
like,
that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, if you take the guy, if he's struggling, because we know guys want to have sex. If he's struggling to meet a woman who wants to have that with him, he will take anything.
Yeah.
Like, he'll take anything. And then it's only when you get to a point where it's like, okay, like, where you do have options, etc., then you can be like, okay, I'm more selective, even if it's casual. But actually, if I'm being honest, like I think the main reason I think a lot of guys get to, and I just say this because, I'd say myself, my friends like this, is that because guys can have sex with girls who are really attractive, but they don't actually like.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've done that before. And then you realize, like, even if it's just a casual thing, I'm still giving you my time. And that's valuable.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And so even if you get to a point where it's like you start to value having a level of connection, because one, that makes the intimacy better anyway. Both of you have a better time. But also, like, you want to at least give your time to someone that you actually like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I would say that I think girls can be friends. Girls can receive attention from guys that they don't like, that they're not even attracted to.
Yeah, I guess it's similar in that sense if you're comparing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Definitely fair to say.
Have you done that before?
I wouldn't say I've done that because for me, if the attention's not from the person that I want it to be from, I don't want it. So I'd kind of just end it there. Like there wouldn't be any communication.
Okay. Do you have any like male friends who want you?
Yeah. That's what I mean. They stay at a distance.
She was like, yeah, I got loads. How do you handle your male friendships if they want you?
This is the thing. I honestly don't think men and women, I don't think, as much as we call them each other friends, whatever, there's always someone who's like slightly wants something more.
I agree.
You can have a male friend at arm's length, like talk to them here and there, like that's it.
Yeah.
But the minute they feel comfortable enough, or they're like messaging you all the time and you're messaging back, they think, oh, like she's messaging me back, so why, all this time she must want something more. And then it does happen where they say, okay, like I'm going to take you on a date now, and you're like, oh no, stop. Like, yeah, it gets awkward. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think that, because that really showcased, how say guys show their investment through the emotional intimacy.
Yeah.
So when you have a friendship, that's the emotional intimacy, and you're having that exchange. So he's like, rah, like I'm really investing in her, she's investing in me, like, we like each other. And then you're like, nah, this was just a friendship.
Yeah. Like, my bad if you feel like that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I've been in situations before when from the beginning I've always said, you're my friend, stop. Like, and then it's done. But then after a while of like, I thought we were on the same page, maybe we're not.
Yeah.
And then it kills it.
Yeah.
So
the equivalent of that is, let's say a guy has a friends with benefits with a girl. So they're just having fun. It's just a physical thing. But then she starts to want a relationship.
Yeah, no.
And she starts to get feelings. He's like, but I said from day one what this was. And
yeah.
She's like, but we've been intimate, like doing all this. Like, why don't you like me the way I like you? It's because we invest differently.
And I think that's fair enough. As long as both of, he was honest from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not on him. That's why I personally can't do friends with benefits. I've only ever slept with one person.
Yeah.
And I'm 24 years old. Like, I know that's
you're a rare breed, man.
Yeah.
You're a rare breed.
But that's what I mean by like, I need that. It's more than just like, I want you to be attracted to me. Of course, I want you to want the physical things as well.
Yeah, of course.
But initially for me, I need to make sure and just make sure that you're not, like, make sure I feel comfortable enough because I really value that in my life.
Yeah, of course. I get that.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.